So in ActiveCampaign, it is not possible to have duplicate contacts with the same email address. And I think that's really great. So if somebody is on your email list and then they join your email list again, maybe for a different download, then basically they will always go into the same profile. So you don't have any duplicate contacts. You do not have to pay for any more contacts. But sometimes you're also going to notice that people are going to join your email list maybe multiple times with different email addresses. I, for example, often see that people are on my email list for the newsletter or something, and then they purchase maybe one of my products, and then they use a different business email address for that. And then I suddenly have 2 contacts with different email addresses, but it's like the same person, right? So in that case, you need to merge the contacts, because otherwise you're going to basically email 2 inboxes for the same person, and it could be a little bit annoying for that person. So you're not always going to notice that there are duplicate contacts, but in some cases I see like people like, hey, they have like very similar email addresses, or somebody's emailing me from one email address while they're on the email list with another email address, and then I see like, hey, this person is on the email list multiple times. So let me quickly show you what you can do in that case. So you just go over to contacts, and then you identify that contact, right? So for example, here over here I have emma.doe@gmail.com, and then over here I have emmadoe1980@hotmail.com. So then I'm like, okay, this is the same person. I'm fairly certain of that. You have to be very certain, right? Because otherwise you really do not want to do this. But in this case, I know like, hey, okay, this person is on my email list, and this person or like the same person purchased something. So in that case, what I can do is I go to one of the profiles. So in this case, I want to merge hotmail.com basically into the gmail.com one. So then I go over to the Hotmail one, and then over here, this gear icon, you can click here, merge. And then if there is a very close match to either the name or the email address, I think, I'm not sure how it works, then it will already show up here by default. But otherwise you can also just search over here. So you see over here that I searched for emmadoe@gmail.com, and then you'll see when that contact was created. And then over here you can click merge. And then it's going to ask you a few things. For example, over here it says like, hey, there are a few fields, so custom field conflicts. Please resolve them below. So then over here we can view all the conflicting fields. So then we see, for example, that Emma Doe over here has lots of values, and Emma here is all empty. So what I want to do is I want to use Emma Doe's custom fields, because if I would do this, then it will basically be mapped to this, and then it will be all empty, but I want to retain this data, right? So over here I click Emma Doe, then I go to next, and then it says you are about to merge Emma into Emma Doe. This action cannot be cancelled or undone. Are you sure you want to merge these contacts? Now, and then over here you can say, I understand that there are 7 field conflicts, and I've chosen to use the field values associated with Emma Doe, and then here the Gmail address. And then over here, I understand that Emma Doe will be deleted and their information will be merged into Emma Doe. Yes. And then sometimes in some cases, there's also maybe automation conflicts, and then you also have to resolve those. So over here, I just click merge. And then it takes a few seconds, and then boom, it says, okay, the contacts are now merged. So then you also see that we automatically went to emmadoe@gmail.com profile. And then over here, you see this action over here. So now if we go over to our overview, then you see that the Hotmail address is gone. And that's how you merge 2 contacts into one profile. So what I would recommend to do is just once in a while, have like a quick look at your email list, see if there's any duplicates that you see like, hey, these people have like same names, almost same email addresses. Maybe I should merge them. Or whenever somebody is emailing you about like, hey, I purchased your course, blah, 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 but you know that there may be also with a different email address on it, then just be sure to merge them, and then also look which data, so which custom fields, which automation status you want to keep. So I hope that's helpful. And if you want, I also created a cool ActiveCampaign cheat sheet that you can download in the description below.